If you're building software right now, I've got some news. The way you're architecting things is probably already becoming obsolete. Seriously, we are right in the middle of this massive shift. We're moving way beyond just tacking on AI as a feature. We're starting to build systems where AI isn't just a part of it, it is the whole system. It's the brain.
And this quote right here, it just nails it. This isn't some far-off sci-fi future we're talking about. This is a fundamental change in how we think about architecture, and it is hitting developers today. It means we have to rethink our entire stack from the ground up.
So here's the crucial difference. Look at the left. That's the old way. Your backend makes a simple call to an AI API, gets a response back, and that's it. That's AI as a feature. But the new way, the AI native way, is over on the right. See how different that looks? The AI isn't just another API call. It's the central decision-making engine. It's the brain that orchestrates everything else.
So to really get our heads around this, here's the game plan for this explainer. First, we're going to define what it even means for AI to be the new brain. Then, we'll break down the 5 essential layers you need to build one. After that, we'll see how this brain actually thinks and acts. Then talk about how to build these systems for the real world. And finally, we'll peek into the future and see where this is all going.
Okay, first things first, what do we actually mean when we throw around a term like AI native? It's definitely a bit of a buzzword, I know, but getting the definition right is so important because it has huge implications for how you're going to architect your next project. In a truly AI native system, the AI is not optional. The core business logic literally depends on the AI's ability to reason things out. And here's the biggest leap of all. These systems use autonomous agents that can make decisions and take actions in the real world, all without a human needing to approve every single step. You've probably already seen this stuff out in the wild. AI coding assistants don't just complete a single line of code, they get the whole context. Trading bots don't just execute what you tell them, they analyze the market and decide when to act. In every single one of these cases, if you take out the AI, the whole application just stops working. The AI is the product. All right, so if AI is the brain, how in the world do we build it? What's the blueprint? Well, it really comes down to 5 distinct, interconnected layers that all have to work together to make this new kind of intelligence possible.
So let's break this down. First up, at the very top, is the user interface. This isn't just about pretty buttons. It's designed to capture the user's intent. Think of a command like make this campaign get more clicks. Next is the AI orchestration layer. This is the real heart of it, the reasoning pipeline that takes that intent and figures out a plan. That leads to the model layer, which is all about being smart with your models. It might use a small, fast model for a simple task, but then call up a beast like GPT-4 for the heavy-duty reasoning, super important for managing costs. Then you have the memory layer. And this is absolutely critical. Without it, your AI has the memory of a goldfish, forgetting everything from one second to the next. This is where things like vector databases are a game changer. And finally, you've got the tool layer. This gives the brain hands and feet. It's what allows it to actually do things like call APIs, run code, or shoot off an email.
Okay, so we have the architecture, right? The static blueprint. But how does it come to life? How does this brain actually process information and decide what to do next? Well, that happens through a really dynamic, repeating process. This is the key question, isn't it? How does the AI think? It's not magic, I promise. It's actually a very deliberate, structured loop that lets an autonomous agent get all the way from a user's request to a finished task. And here is that loop. First, the agent reasons. It looks at the user's goal and makes a step-by-step plan. Then it acts. It goes and does the first thing on its list, maybe calling a tool or an API. Next, it observes. It looks at the result of that action. Did it work? What new info did it get? And finally, it repeats the whole cycle, reasoning about what to do next based on what it just learned, and it just keeps going until the job is done.
Now, this is great because it makes that cycle really tangible. A user says, analyze my sales. The agent's first move is to act by calling an analytics tool to get the data. It gets that data back, and now it has to reason to figure out what it all means and generate some recommendations. It shows those to the user who says, yep, go for it. The final step is to act again, this time triggering a marketing campaign tool. You see, it's this constant flow between reasoning and acting.
This all sounds awesome in a prototype, right? But as any developer will tell you, moving to a reliable, scalable system in production is a completely different beast. And for AI native apps, the challenges are pretty unique. On the left, these are the rookie mistakes that will absolutely sink your project, forgetting a memory layer, not watching your costs, and having no plan for when the AI inevitably messes up. The enterprise approach on the right is the answer. We're talking modular design so you can swap things out, full observability so you can see exactly what the AI is thinking, and this one is huge, deterministic fallbacks. That just means when the AI gets confused, the system has a predictable, reliable backup plan. You never, ever just blindly trust the AI. Let me be crystal clear. Production-grade AI is so much more than just a clever prompt. You absolutely need detailed logging and monitoring. You need ironclad security and data privacy. You must track your costs down to the user or the call, or your API bills will go to the moon. And just like with code, you need version control for your models and prompts. These aren't suggestions. These are the table stakes. They are non-negotiable. So, where is all of this headed? We are on the verge of another massive leap, moving beyond these single agents to something way more complex and powerful. The very definition of what a backend is, it's about to change forever. The future isn't about just one agent. It's about whole systems of them. Imagine teams of AI agents collaborating on a project, with another AI acting as their supervisor. We are talking about architectures that can find their own bugs and fix themselves, and DevOps pipelines that are completely autonomous. The level of complexity and what's possible is about to explode. And this is the ultimate takeaway for any architect or developer watching this. For decades, we have built backend servers to just execute predefined logic. That era is evolving. The backends of tomorrow won't just be designed to execute, they will be designed to reason. So if you really want to build the next generation of software, you have to let go of the old question. This is no longer the most important problem that you need to solve. And instead, you need to start asking this. This is the new challenge. This is the real frontier. It's not about making a simple call anymore. It's about creating an environment, an architecture, a true system brain that is capable of genuine thought. That is what it means to be AI native.